Diolch, Chair. Prynawn da pawb. Conference, I'm Mike Payne and I'm proud to be your party treasurer and to present the audited accounts for 2024, which begin on page 46 of the conference report. I'm extremely proud to have been able to serve as an active trade unionist for nearly 5 decades. I know it doesn't show, this is where you're supposed to say it doesn't show. And as an officer of the GMB for over 30 years. Standing shoulder to shoulder with working people in their struggles and in their victories. And Conference, what I've learned in that time is a simple but true. The real tools we have to deliver lasting change don't just come from our values or our words, but from how we choose to organise, how we resource, and how we sustain our campaigns to deliver policies for people across the whole of the UK. Policies like the Employment Rights Act. When we invest properly in the fights that matter to our members and to our communities, we give ourselves the strength and organisation to win. That is how we turn solidarity into action and action into the results that matter most to working people. We also know that for our party to be strong electorally, it must be strong in its foundations. That means resilient, sustainable finances, the kind of financial health that allows us to fight for what we believe, to grow and to win for all people across the UK. In the last year, we have taken important steps to stabilise our party's finances. After a crucial election year, to protect our vital limited resources and to ensure that every pound raised is spent in such a way that it delivers maximum value for the party. As you walk around this conference centre this week, I wanted to thank the team who have worked so tirelessly to put together the biggest conference that Labour has ever held, and also to take time to talk to the stall holders that are here and have donated this week. I'm pleased to advise Conference that we now have a completely revitalised finance team, with a new Chief Finance Officer, Debbie Giwa, the first female CFO in our party's history. Croeso, Debbie, welcome. In addition, we've appointed 2 new heads of service, and this team has hit the ground running and are already embedding modern checks and balances into our management processes. But this is not just about processes or spreadsheets. It is about accountability, it's about trust, and it's about building a party that is truly match fit for the challenges ahead. As your party treasurer, I'm working hand in hand with the General Secretary and our finance team to help drive a change in financial culture right across the organisation to make sure we're ready to win, win and win again. A culture where every level, from the General Secretary, political leaders, NEC members and staff, work together and are collectively accountable for the income for which our party depends. Because Conference, good financial management is not just about how we raise money, but how we spend it too. Having the discipline to ask whether every pound is being put to its best use is not just a principle for the lean times, it must be the way we do our business at all times. Conference, I can advise you that we've just completed the most extensive audit process that I've known since I've been party treasurer, which has thrown up suggestions for our improvement, and I can tell you that we will be taking on board all of those recommendations, and indeed I can advise Conference that the new team have already begun to implement a number of those changes and will continue to work over the coming months to strengthen our management financial processes further. When I became party treasurer, I promised you that I would ensure the importance of living within our means, whilst also ensuring that financial discipline never comes at the expense of our core mission, which is campaigning and winning elections. No longer will finances be something distant or detached. Financial resilience, stability and sustainability are the responsibility of us all. That is what collective responsibility and transparency looks like. Conference, we should be really proud of the progress we've made and the progress we are still going to make. You will see, Conference, in the 2024 published accounts that we have a reported deficit of 3.7 million for 2024, which is above the planned deficit of 2 million. However, it is important to remember that to have achieved our landslide victory on the 4th of July last year, we had to invest in extra staff, we had to invest in hardware, software, and as Holly said earlier, in the digital campaigning to put us in the best possible position to win. Conference, we won because of the commitment and support of you, our members, our trade unions, our socialist societies, and the donors. As a result, the Labour Party not only outspent the Tories for the first time ever, but we also outspent all the 16 parties listed by the Electoral Commission combined. To put it another way, the combined income of those 16 parties was almost identical to Labour's income alone, with a difference of only £130,000. That is a sign of our combined strength and what we can achieve when we work together. But we must also be candid. There is still important work ahead. To secure a truly stable financial footing, my commitment to provide financial stability and long-term resilience is unwavering. This is not simply about managing today's balance sheet. It is about ensuring that in the short, medium and long term, we as a party are prepared for the challenges that lie before us. And we must be ready to meet those challenges, comrades. That is why the year ahead is so important. Conferences is our first full year operating without short money and Cranbourne monies. For those that don't know, that is the money that is given to opposition parties to sustain their organisation whilst in opposition. As a result of this loss of income, which equates to over 7 million, we are having to adapt to the challenges of fluctuating income. We mustn't be complacent, but this isn't an uncommon trend for a party transitioning from opposition into government. What matters now most of all is how we respond. We must plan ahead, tightening up where we must and investing where it counts. We are making sure that these fluctuations do not weaken our ability to campaign, preferring instead to sharpen our focus and control our expenditure. Let me be crystal clear. The General Secretary and I are absolutely as one in our endeavour to build financial resilience within this party. Because this is not just about numbers. It's about our ability to win campaigns, to grow and win elections, and to deliver for ordinary working people. Together, let us keep building a party that is accountable, resilient, stable, and unshakable. Because when our finances are strong, Conference, our campaigns are strong. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch, Mike, and to you and the party staff as well, and the finance team, who've been doing amazing work in some challenging circumstances.